Hi, everybody. This video is about making recommendations. If you visit or move to a new town, a new city, a new place, you want to ask your friends and neighbors, your classmates for recommendations. Where's a good place to eat? What's a good restaurant? Where should I go shopping for groceries? Or I need new shoes. What's a good shoe store? There's all kinds of recommendations you need. If someone comes to visit you in your hometown, in your home country, they will ask you for recommendations. What's an interesting place to visit? What's a fun thing to do here? Where should I go? So we need to make recommendations. The easiest way to make a recommendation is to say, I recommend. You could also use the modal you should and you ought to. In pronunciation, you ought to often sounds like oughta. You oughta do something. Let's practice these 3 recommendations by going to a Vietnamese restaurant. Okay, let's look at the menu and we'll make some recommendations. What do they have here? Let's see. Pancakes from rice paper. I recommend the rice paper pancakes. They're very delicious. Rice noodle soup. You should try the rice noodle soup. It's their best dish. How about some baked fish? You oughta have the baked fish. You oughta try the baked fish. It is delicious. I recommend, you should, you oughta. If we want to be a little more polite, we can make some more polite recommendations. So one way to soften our recommendations is with may or maybe. Maybe you should, or you might, you can, you could. So I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not saying do it, order that, eat this, drink this, but you might, you can, you could. They're polite recommendations. So let's try again, going back to the Vietnamese restaurant. And if I'm making a polite recommendation to a friend, you should go to this Vietnamese restaurant. They're very good. You can order pancakes with rice paper. Those are good. Or maybe you should have the rice noodle soup. I think you might like it. Okay. You can have baked pork with pears. You can have pork cutlets. Those are a little expensive, $17. If you want something cheaper, maybe the rice. Maybe you can order the rice, okay? Or you could order the rice. So you might, you can, you could. These are all options. These are choices for you to make, but you decide. Okay, it's whatever you want. Okay, so these are polite recommendations, just letting a friend know what their options are. If you feel more strongly about something, you could make a strong recommendation. In this case, you would say, you must, you have to, or I highly recommend. So now you're very strongly pushing your opinion, making a strong recommendation to a friend. Let's look at some of these. Now we'll go to New Orleans. We're going down to visit New Orleans, Louisiana. And let's see some things we can do there. The National World War II Museum, you must go there. If you visit New Orleans, you must go to the National World War II Museum. It's one of the best museums in the country. It is great. I cannot recommend it enough. Okay. We have the New Orleans Museum of Arts. Okay. You have to go there. If you like art, you have to go to the Museum of Art in New Orleans. They have very interesting art exhibits. I also highly recommend the City Park. I highly recommend the City Park in New Orleans. It's beautiful. It's a big park. There's a nice cafe. There's a playground for the children. There's an art museum in the park. It's wonderful. And of course, the Audubon Zoo. You must go there. You have to go there. I highly recommend the Audubon Zoo. It's a very interesting zoo. There are a lot of animals native to Louisiana. So those were strong recommendations. If you have any questions, you should leave a comment below. Okay, thank you for watching.